Hi guys, this is Dr. Callahan for week 5, Friday. Congratulations, you guys made it over here to the end of the week. Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following questions. Okay, let's go ahead and create the assignment for you guys for today. So we're gonna go ahead and do this for week 5, Friday, Algebra 1, Semester 2. Today we're gonna talk about factoring trinomials with coefficient a that is gonna be greater than 1. Your instructions, as always, is make sure you view the assignment for your attendance, make sure you watch the video in its entirety, and then upload your assignments when you are done. Make sure you check in with me by 8:40 today for your attendance. And as always, everything needs to be done by 3 p.m. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with our lesson today. So take a look at the breakdown of what we're going to be talking about for this class for the next 55 minutes. So our notes on factoring with coefficient 8 greater than 1. And then I'm going to have you guys do a little bit of practice problem. Your guided notes today looks like this on week 5 Friday. This is the first page right here, followed by the second page right here. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's start off with the terms in itself. Okay. A monomial has one term. So a monomial, for example, would be something like negative 6x. A binomial will have two terms. So an example of that would be like negative 6x plus 5. A trinomial has three terms. So an example of that would be like 2x squared minus 6x plus 5. And that's how you would set it up. All right, let's take a look at example 1. With example 1, notice that there is a number bigger than 1. You're going to multiply the first and the last number. And then what you want to do is, remember, you want to create kind of like a t-table. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to create a few t-tables. So that way we have that just ready to go. And actually, it might be worthwhile for me just to Google t-tables. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this then. So first number times the last number is be over here on the far left side. And 3 times 2 gives me a 6. So that's going to be 6. And then my middle number is going to be right here on the right. So then I look at this and I'm like, are you looking at positive numbers or negative numbers? And notice that everything is positive. So I'm going to look at 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Now, one of these is going to add up to a 7. So which one is it going to be? And yes, you guessed it, it's 1 and 6. So my answer is just x plus 1 x plus 6. But remember, this is not your permanent answer. Because you went ahead and multiplied by a 3 here, opposite of a multiply is a divide by a 3. 3 does not go into 1, so I just write 3x plus 1. But 3 does go into 6, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. And this right here is your answer. All right, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and give this one, number 2, a try on your own. So pause the video and do that, please. All right, let's take a look at number 3. For number 3, you take the 3, multiply by the 5, so you get a 15. Your middle number here is a negative 16. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to think about all of the possible multiplications that will give me a 15, but I would use negative numbers. So 1, negative 15, negative 1, positive 15, negative 3, 5, positive 3, negative 5. Out of these 4 combinations, which one is going to add up to a negative 16? And you know what? I just noticed what I kind of messed up on is I put the signs incorrectly. So let's go back to and do this because none of them add up to negative 16. Okay, so you want something that multiply together, give me a positive 15, but you do have to include negative numbers because of the negative right there. So negative 1, negative 15, negative 3, negative 5. So which one of these here add up to a negative 16? And you got it. It's this one right here. So then my answer, my temporary answer is x minus 1, x minus 15. And then because I went ahead and multiplied by the 3, I will now have to divide it by 3. First one, 3 doesn't go into 1, so my first answer is 3x minus 1. My second answer is x minus 5. And this is my answer. Okay, so now that I went ahead and worked on this one, you guys are going to try number 4 on your own. All right, let's go ahead and skip over a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try number 7. So looking at number 7 right here, you're going to take 10 times the 3, which gives you a 30. Your middle number is a 17. And notice everything here is positive. So remember, you want all positive numbers to be factors of 30. So that could be 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. Which one of those add up to give you a 17? Yes, you got it right. 2 and 15 multiply together gives me 30, but when I add it together, gives me a 17. So my temporary answer is u plus 2, u plus 15. But you have to remember, because I divided everything by 10, I will have to divide by 10 here as well. Okay, so looking at this right here, ask yourself, is there anything that I can reduce here? Like 2 over 10 gives me what? I can reduce everything down to a 1 to a 5, which means it'll be 5u plus 1. Now looking at the 15 and the 10, I can maybe divide it by 2 or 5 on everything, so it gives me a 3 and a 2. Bring that up, so 2u plus 3. And this right here, you guys, is your answer. All right, let's go ahead and give number 8 a try. For number 8, you take the 9 times it by the 2. So that gives you a a positive 18. Your middle number here is a negative 9. And I know that I'm going to be using some negative numbers for 18. So I have a negative 1, negative 18, negative 2, negative 9, negative 3, negative 6, and that's about it. So looking at this here, which one do you think is going to add up to a negative 9? Yes, you are correct. Negative 3 minus 6 gives me a negative 9. So then my temporary answer here is u minus 3, u minus 9. But don't forget that we also have the multiplication of 9. See the divided by 9 here. Is it possible for me to go ahead and reduce the 3 and 9? Yeah, to a 1 and 3. Bring that 3 in the front, minus 1. Does 9 go into 9? Yes, it does. So u minus 1. And this is my answer. All right, you guys. So the ones that we have not tried, I would like you guys to go ahead and practice that for the rest of the class. So 9, 8, I think 5, and 2. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over here on the right side. Last time I told you guys about special cases of factoring. If there's only a binomial here like this, notice how these are perfect squares. Perfect squares are like 2 squared equals 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, 10 squared is 100, 11 squared is 121, 12 squared is 144. So keep that in mind, those are the perfect squares. So then the way I set this one up is I put the parentheses, x and x, one's a positive, one's a minus. Just like with the second one, same thing. One is an x plus and the other one's an x minus. And also with this number, or letter A, you will have an x plus and an x minus. Same thing over here, you'll have a y plus and a y minus. Okay, so let's fill in the blanks. What is the square root of 49? Well, yeah, you guessed it, it's 7. So plus 7 minus 7. And that is your answer. Take a look at the second part. What is the square root of 9? 3 and 3. And what is the square root of 4, 2, and 2? Continue on with this for this one as well. What is the square root of 9? It's 3 and 3. What's the square root of 49? 7 and 7. So positive 7, negative 7. Over here, you're going to do the same thing. What is the square root of 36? It's going to be 6 and 6, but because there's a 4 with the y, you're going to put a square and a squared. And what's the square root of 100? Positive 10 and negative 10. Go ahead and take this moment to practice with these two questions. All right, for your self-reflection, what I would like you guys to do is tell me of all the perfect squares, okay? So tell me, what is the square root of 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144? And make sure you give me those answers. All right, you guys, that is basically about it. So with the rest of the time, if you would like to do some additional practices, you're welcome to do that. Your exit ticket today is going to be stop, save, and start. Stop, save, and start. As I think about my performance, here's one thing that I will stop, one thing I will save, and one thing I will start doing. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. As always, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.